Howdy folks, it's a Tall Turtle here and welcome back once again to X-Plane 11. We are in the same location where we landed in the last X-Plane video, which I still can't pronounce it, is Rishiri Airport in Japan. And we're going to do a little bit of island hopping today in the not the little, but in the Twin Otter by RWDesign. I just realized we're parked on top of a Cirrus. Look. I didn't even notice. I'm like, why do we have extra wings? Because we're parked on top of a Cirrus. So whoever designed this airport and put this as a ramp start, also has static aircraft there. Well, that's super funny. Okay, it's also that even funnier. It took me that long to realize it. All right, what are we doing? We are going from here to there and back in there again. So what does that mean? Well, if you want to read it for yourself, check the description below. But otherwise, we're starting in Rishiri. We're going to fly to Romeo Juliet Charlie Romeo, which is Rebun Airport in Funadomarimura, I guess, which is Japan. And then over to Romeo Juliet Charles Walter. Haha, I said that because of my piano. Wakkanai Airport in Japan. So some little bit of islands. In fact, let's just pull up the map and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we're here, and then we're gonna fly over here, and then we're gonna fly, I think it's here. Yep. So we're just a little triangle from there, there. So we're doing 2 airports today. Very quick, but very fun, I hope. So let's just get started right away. Let's see the view from everybody else. That's what they get to see. Hopefully everybody is comfortable. You can turn on these lights if you want. That's kind of a nice little touch. Very cool. You can see it lighting up here too, right? All right, what are we gonna do? Parking brake set. There it is. Parking brake is set. Fuel and balance. Let's bring this down. Gosh, I'm gonna totally forget to refuel at the next airport. So let's do enough fuel for both. Real world weather is turned on. Again, how exciting, because we had so many flights without real world weather. It's nice to have it turned on. Remove the control lock, battery switch. There we go. DC master on. Remove the GPU. For that, we need our little black book. Actually, let's go outside so you can see the GPU being removed. Otherwise, what's the point? Whoa, 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 whoa. There we go. There's your GPU right there. Ground power unit. Where is it? There. Let's shut the baggage doors while we're at it. There's a RJER with a voice crack. And there's that one. Let's close it up. There we go. I also realized I did the wrong weight fuel. In this airplane, you actually click on here. And you can do the weight and fuel from here. So let's do that. Let's get some people loaded. And the romantic threesome in the back. I did not mean to say that, and we're tipping over. Somebody had too many donuts. I did not mean family friendly, although this channel is not for kids, it's still family friendly. I meant a trio of people, like friends. Let's get the luggage back in here. We just did a lot of tail damage. I normally load the front luggage first before we load the people, and I didn't. And you know what? It's going to be a full flight. Why? Because it's like a sightseeing trip. Is there 19, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16, 17? Did I do that math? I think so. All right, we're balanced. I think. Oh my gosh, that was not realistic. Actually, that does happen. In the huge jets, they use a tail stand. I don't know if you knew that, but they actually put a little tail stand in the huge jets. I don't think would they put a tail stand in this? Let me know. Well, I don't think they'd use a tail stand. I think you just have to load it appropriately, which I did not do. Alrighty, fuel. Keep it where it is. Alrighty, come back up here for the POS, anti-collision, and strobe. One of those did not go. There we go. All these other lights are already on. For boarding, emergency lights arm. Where are they? Right here. Oh yeah, up to go down on this one. Main dash. Turn everything on. On. Although we're not going to use any of this stuff. We are going to use the GPS. We have a flight plan. No, do we have a flight plan? Yes, we do. We are going to go direct to Romeo Juliet Charlie Romeo. Is it this one? Yeah. And then it's this one. Yes. Whoops. R comes after K. Where are we? Romeo and Juliet. I really should record that theme for my piano channel. I love the Romeo and Juliet theme from the 1967 movie? 66 movie? I don't remember that movie a whole much, except you watch it in school here, well, we used to. And there's a scene in there that people get excited about, especially a whole bunch of 9th graders. I don't know if they would still show that in school these days, but back in the 80s and 90s, they definitely showed that movie. All right, the original Romeo and Juliet, not the remake. Where's my Romeo? There we go. Rebun. There we go. Let's put the next report in here, because why not? What is it? It's Romeo again. I think Romeo and Juliet. Play the Charles Walter piano, right? Yes, Romeo and Juliet. Play the Charles Walter piano. That's what I have. Okay, there we go. I am so rusty. I said that in the previous video as well. I'm so rusty. I don't know why. Has it been that long? I guess it has been that long, because the last couple videos you watched before my little break were pre-recorded. So add 3 weeks to whatever it's been. That's how long it's been. All right, 14 entirely long miles to the first place. What is next? We need to hit GPS, because we may use autopilot and we want GPS to take us there. What is next? All right, so we don't have any instruments to tune or anything. We're just going to use GPS to kind of guide us around. Although it is a purely VFR flight, the GPS is just to kind of help us in case I get confused, which is likely to happen. Alrighty, altimeter and barometer. Since real weather is turned on, what do we have? What do we got? We have 2904. That's what we had the other day when we flew. Flew a couple days ago. Same thing. 2924 right there. Nice. Wind is from 10 degrees, so take away the 0. Runway closest to 1 is 7. So we are going to turn to the right and use this runway here, because that'd be 70 degrees while crossing from the left when we take off, which means it's going to be like a hurricane. Then we're just going to fly over here. What's the weather like over here? I was doing the same thing. In the sim it is. In real life, though, winds coming off the mountains and the hills and everything, it probably would not be this simple. But wind is 10. We have no good runway for that. We'll use 14. We'll use this one right here with a strong crosswind from the left, like this. Oofta. Okay, that's our plan. What else? What is next? Test the caution lights. We have a test thing somewhere. Test down to go up. If we come here, which is not that preset, all the lights are working. So we will make it bright because it's daytime. Close the doors outside. I think I already did that, didn't I? No, I didn't. Okay, so we have to bring up the little black book for that. Then we can hop outside. And front baggage door, let's close it now. I did 2 close these. Maybe I didn't open them. Wow. I will admit I did pause this in for like half an hour because one of my kids got out of bed. So I'm kind of pretending I didn't make a cut, but I'll admit it. It's like half an hour later now. I paused this in and made a cut. Okay, let's see here. What else? Let's do something else. Let's close the passenger doors. There's a click spot down here somewhere. Oh, this one has to go first. Where are you? Seriously. There you go. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Are they going to close together? And perfect. Okay. Close that door as well. Yes. Okay. All right, let's get this thing started. It's a party, especially for those 3 in the back. All right, fuel boosts are on. Fuel levers forward. Throttles quarter forward. Both engine igniters, which someone told me up is off and this is off down. I don't know. We're just going to go opposite because they started that way. Flick engine. Let's do left engine first just because we can. And should hear it start up. Let me adjust my personal volume because I've noticed during editing I'm getting a lot of audio bleed because I want to hear it too, and headphones give me a really bad headache. But then it makes it sound funny in editing. Makes my voice sound funny. Alrighty, everything's spun around, everything's set, or you can look out the window and see it spinning, or you can jump outside, however you want to do it. Okay, this field of view is all screwed up too, isn't it? Let's fix that. We want 60. I normally try to keep like 60 or 62, but some airplanes work better at 72. I really don't know, since I've never sat in these planes before in real life. It's hard for me to know what's most realistic. I get so much feedback on that, which I appreciate, but everybody has something completely different to say. So I just need to triangulate and come up with my own thing. Alrighty. Right engine. Flick it to the right. And listen to it. Should start up, because we can't hold it and look down. If we had track IR, we could. I'm thinking about track IR. It's something on my radar. There you go, everything's spinning around. If you look out the window, everything should be spinning up just fine. There it is. Okay. Generators to reset and then on. This you can go down and then up, but those other ones you go up to go down. Alright, there we go. On, one more click, thank you. Engine igniters off or on, whatever way is what. I really don't know. Air bleed on. Where are you? Right there. Air bleed is on. Temperature and climate control. Let's do auto today and make it autoly warm. Alrighty. De-icer. Sure, why not? Auto everything. Good. Pitot heat. On. Make sure all warnings and cautions are out, and they are. Look at that, we did something right today. Alright, taxi lights can come on, and props slightly forward to taxi. And let me go down the runway, just like that. Okay, so here we go. Let's actually get our props forward a little bit. Where are we going? We are going to the right. Yeah, and then to the right. So we'll back taxi. Okay. Parking brake off, obviously. And here we go. I'm watching that truck behind the trees. He didn't have anywhere to go. And we're spinning around, and everybody's going to get sick. Because when you fly with me, it is an amusement park ride. You fly with me for the experience. Not just to get where you're trying to go. Alright, let's see. Let's try to do the taxi together. I've been trying to do that more stream style flights videos rather than just edited down. That's a really cool mountain, but we need to pay attention to our aircraft. Alright, we're clear onto the runway, so even though we're still taxiing, we do need to turn our landing lights on. There we go. And probably get those taxi lights off then. I'm gonna go, thank you. Just hop back outside, this is easier that way. And let's do a little back taxi. We will go to the end of the runway, even though we don't need any of this runway. Again, it's STOL, short takeoff landing. I'm trying to explain things for the newer people who may not know what I'm talking about. I can't assume everybody has 20-some years flight sim experience. Very nice runway or airport, whoever did the work into that, but it's hard to taxi nicely when you're spinning around your airplane. So let's not do that. Come on, let's get back and collect ourselves and be a little more realistic here. Alright, that windsock is blowing, so we chose the best runway. We're gonna have a crosswind from the left during takeoff, but that's okay. Just need to be careful because on this plane, a little bit of wind goes a long stinking way. Alright. Let's see, let's get ready to burn a U-turn here. We'll just turn around right about here. We're not all that on the runway, but we don't need it. Okay, we're going to make this. It's taking a little bit longer a little more space than I thought it would. Let's try to get back in the center here. There we go. Almost. Close enough. Stop and hit that parking brake. And what do we need to do? Flaps 10. You can see the top right corner. Actually, you can see it in several places. I just use this right here. It shows up in other places too. I can't remember where, but I know there's more than one spot to look. General entrance lights can come off, so people's eyes are adjusted in case there's an issue. Taxi lights off, already did that. Lane lights on, already did that. Start the clock, which is over here. There we go. Props forward. Throttles forward. Take off speed 65 knots. Stop wheels with brakes. And are we going to use autopilot? Maybe. We'll see. I kind of want to hand fly everything today, but because of the sightseeing, it's kind of hard. Oh my gosh, that crosswind should be from the left. It should be blowing us to the right. Let's pop off. Pop up, pop up. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, there's a crosswind I was talking about. Oh my goodness. Flaps coming in right away. Yeah, look at it. Look at it blow sideways. It's like blowing us. Look at this. See? In this airplane, a little bit of wind goes a long way. That's what I said. Okay, we're going to come out here. We're going to step on the brakes to stop the wheels from spinning. There we go. Oh my word. Holy cow. Okay. This wind is insane. Jeez. Alright, let's get a little bit of altitude here. Don't need too much. There's a mountain. Can we even see anything? Yeah, we can kind of. Oh, wow. That's gorgeous. Let's enjoy that for a minute, even though it's hard to fly like this. Look at that. And then you have that mountain behind you. Nice. Alright, it's trimmed decently. We're going to let the trim take our climb. And we're going to look at the mountain a moment. And then we're going to go left. Oh wow, let's use that as a screenshot there. Start turning left. See our runaways way over there. Man, that wind was insane. Alright, let's see here. Let's have a nice turn. We'll just follow that GPS track just so we know where we're going, because we don't know the area. We're not using it as like IFR navigation or anything. There is our other island we're going to. Very simple. Keep the throttles full so we can get a bunch of speed. Let's zoom this in a little bit to help out with orientation. We're simply just going to go to the runway or go to the airport, circle and land. No instruments, no ATC. Just some casual VFR flying with real weather turned on, which is a nice plus. And see how this goes. I'm just thinking, was that the right runway? What runway did? So hang on a second. Yeah, wind is from 10, so you take away 0. The closest to 1 is 14, right? Because the wind is coming from 10 degree. Wait a second. Wait a second. Hang on. That's 32 is this one. Wind coming from 10 degrees. That's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. This is 10 degrees. Why wouldn't we choose this runway? Right? Then we have a slight crosswind from the right versus a major one kind of from the left and behind us. Yeah, because this means the wind is 130 degrees off. This means it's only 60 degrees off. So you're taking around me 32. Wow. I don't know where my brain was on that one. Anyway, so we're going to just do a straight-in landing if I can find the airport. But we don't want to get too high. We don't want to be an IMC because we are purely VFR. So we're going to use the GPS a little more heavily than I was hoping to rely on it. But we're going to need to use it because I don't know the area. I just know there's an airport up there somewhere. So let's see if we can do a little bit of sightseeing while I fly in very windy conditions in this airplane, because it's really hard to fly this airplane in the wind. The modeling is very sensitive to wind. So let's just take a few awesome screenshots because that's insanely gorgeous. In fact, let's kind of go over here a little bit. Very cool. But look at that behind us, how awesome that is. Wow, let's just enjoy that for a moment while I shut my mouth. Alright, so we're getting kind of high. Let's draw back throttles a little bit, trim down. Have to keep an eye on our speed though, because that will cause us to speed up greatly. Let's stay below the IMC. What are we at? 3,600 feet. Alright, there's an airport out there somewhere, I guess. Like I said, we want to fly straight in. But because this is a purely VFR flight, we would have iPads on our lap, well, we would anyway in real life, with tracking of where we are in real life. So let's just take advantage of that and pull up the iPad on our lap, which we already did. See, yeah, we're going to just fly straight in. That's the plan. We used to go, though. It's on the other end of this island. Okay. That is fine. Let's get our way over there. Airport is about sea level, I believe. Yeah, 84 feet. So it's on a little hill. Alrighty, let's see. Can we do any more sightseeing? Or do I need to ramble and fly? I at least need to fly. Let's do a little more sightseeing. Oh, I see where we're headed now, right along this coast. Runway's at the end of that tip. Okay, let's head to the tip, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Wow, is it hard to fly when you're not using autopilot and you're trying to sightsee. Or it's hard to sightsee when you're not using autopilot to fly. So now we're like 3,000 feet too high above our airport because there it is. We need to come down. So let's circle around here a little bit and kill some, or bleed off some altitude. Not bleed off speed, bleed off some altitude. But we don't want to run into the mountains around us, so let's just go like this. And have quite an adventurous descent. Here we go. That should get us a little bit of time here. Oh my goodness. People are not looking forward to the next leg, are they? They're just thinking, we have to do this again? Who is this person? Alrighty, throttles are back. Land lights are already on. Have our destination weather. Gear's already down. We just need to bleed off some altitude here, which we just did quite nicely, even if it made a few people sick. Alrighty, let's go line up with our runway. First set of flaps, or I should say flaps 10 degrees. Get that throttle ready because we don't want to sink like a rock. Flaps 20. We will do flaps 30. I'm crossing from the right, so right wing down, left rudder. Right main should touch down first, then everything else. Firm touchdown. Don't want to grease a crosswind landing. Very, very dangerous. Alrighty, look at that crosswind. Again, it's going to be like being in a hurricane in this airplane. Approach speed is good. Let's slow down a little bit more. We should be able to go all the way down to 65 knots when we touch down. We will see there's 30 flaps. Point down to get our speed. Throttles back to descend. Keep that speed around 80 for now. That's why that little mark is there. Alright, look at this crosswind. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. What do we want? What did I say we want? Right main, left rudder. Okay. Our previous video in the B1900, the landing was terrible. Previous landing in this airplane was terrible. We're really rusty, but we'll do the best we can. And I'm having a really hard time flying this thing. This is insane. Keep that speed up though a little bit. A little bit. We don't want to sink yet. As long as we don't bounce, I'll be happy, I think. Okay, gonna get ready to put that left rudder in a second here. Keep our speed careful. Whoa, there's a gust. Okay, we're getting a little bit slow. Oh gosh, we're not gonna. Oh, yeah, that was the worst. Never mind. That was the worst landing ever. Now let's land. There we go. Yeah. Yep. Yep. You all know what happened. I don't need to talk about it. Let's turn around back taxi. But I'm not going to give up. Not going to give up. Nope. Alright, let's let these people off. And then we'll fly to our next destination here. Alright, conditioners back. Props back. Let's slow this down a little bit. The wind is still knocking us around here. Let's head out over here. See where we're going. Where are we going? The wind stopped on us, but you know it's pretty busy. We're pretty windy. All right, let's see if we can stay on this cute little thing. Man, these brakes. And some airplanes, it barely stops them. And other airplanes, it jams on the front. And this regular braking, I don't have hard braking or anything turned on. It's just in this case. Holy cow. All right, let's stop and set the parking brake. And let's shut a few things down here. Because we're going to let some people out. So let's turn that stuff off. Come up here once it's done. Turn off some stuff. We're not going to turn off everything because we are going to get going again. But we also can't leave everything running. Let's see. Get this off for now because we're blinding people. And someone has to go throw up. So we'll let them out. They're going to have a little bit sightseeing for the afternoon. I guess it's still morning. They're going to take off on our next flight. So let's let them go to the bathroom, have some lunch, and we'll be right back, and we'll continue on to the next leg of our little sightseeing flight. Okay, we're back a couple hours later. Everybody's ready to go. Let's get that door closed. Everything's going to be the same as it was. We just need to restart some engines. And let's get some fuel in there. And should be good to go on the next flight. So we're just going to quickly start this up. We're not going to talk through it unless we'll let that finish, I guess. Come on. Let go. I want to start the other engine. There it goes. The animation is off, but it's there. Okay. Generator's back on. Reset and then on. There we go. Everything else is set. Let's get that going again. Let's get that going again. And taxi lights on. Get ready to go. And we're set. Flaps down to 10. Weather's the same. We're just going to take off on the runway that we landed and then go on our way, which is over to Romeo and Juliet, Charlie Whiskey. A little bit longer, 32 nautical miles. Let's, oh, it's already direct for us. Okay, that makes things simple. Alrighty, we're going to hand fly it, even though it's really challenging to hand fly. We'll figure out what runway we're going to use in a moment. Where are we going over here? Once we're in the air, we'll check out which runway. Alrighty. Very simple. Let's see here. Is there a way to reset this? Oh, we can in this one. Nice. Okay, because sometimes you can't. Alrighty, parking brake is off. Props are forward enough for taxi. Fuel. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Actually, let's just get our 9 lights on now because we are just going to take off from here. We don't even need a full anything. Props forward, let's just roll out and get going. Start that clock. And away we go. On to the next leg. I told you flying with the wind is taking me. I have no control. Jeez Louise, this wind in this airplane. Any little bit of wind in this aircraft is just insane. There we go. Whoa, yep, same thing as last time. Step on the brakes to stop those wheels from spinning. Look at us go. Look at this. Flaps are in. Holy moly. Still fun though. It's just hard to keep the realism going when you're getting blown around from an 11 knot wind. Jeez. Alright, let's turn around. Let's head to our other destination. We're not going to go back to our original departure area. We're just going to fly to this next place. And they're going to have an overnighter there. So, very simple. Keep going. Using the GPS as a guide. We're going to hand fly. We're going to try to hand fly. Holy moly. This is nuts. I know I'm making it look kind of smooth. Kind of not, but it's way worse than it looks. Way worse than it looks. Alright, 32 nautical miles on this one. So twice the distance. More than twice the distance, but that's okay. Hopefully it's smoother. There's where we're on that long island. Still very gorgeous. I love that we can use real world weather in the past couple flights. Because sometimes we can't. Although there's this airplane, I'm tempted to never use real world weather again because it's just so difficult. But we'll do the best we can. Alrighty, we're in the air. Not much to do. We're going to hand fly over this water. There should be land in front of us, I hope. Let's get our arrival information here. And then what runway we're going to use. So it's from 10 degrees still. And we really have no good choice. Runway 8. We'll use runway 8. That's going to be this one. So strong crosswind from the left. I say strong because 13 knots in this airplane is strong. So we're basically fly straight in again. How simple and convenient is that? Alrighty. I'm going to fly. I'm going to try to give you some more sightseeing. I guess I could use autopilot. I don't want to. I want to hand fly through the sightseeing. Looking for land, looking for a runway. Try not to get too high this time, and I'll catch you in a little bit. Alright, things are a bit shaky, but we're doing the best we can given our circumstances. I'm trying to come down. We were about 4,600 feet, which is too high. We want to have a slightly more comfortable approach than we did last time, because last time was a bit rough, but we're going to try to do better. I don't see any runway yet or anything. I think we have ways to go. Yeah, we're 14 miles out. 13.9. So I think there's water here. Yep. So I think the runway is right here. Let's pull up our iPad. Yep. It's water, and then it's just beyond the water. So it's going to be just right up in there somewhere. That's all we need to know, I guess. Weather doesn't change. Landing lights are already on. Passengers are strapped in. They have their barf bags in their hands. And we're going to try. We're only 10 minutes into the flight. Looks beautiful. Can we have a little bit of sightseeing together? I'm going to try. That looks really nice. The sun reflecting off the water looks fantastic. And there's that Long Island thing. Oh yeah, there's the big volcano island behind us. That's where we started, right there. Then we flew right there. Now we're coming back here, and the airplane is turning itself. So let's hop back inside and try to land. We're still pretty high. We're still over 4,000 feet. So let's come down. And let's get ready for the runway. I think I see it right there. Pretty sure that's our runway. So we'll do the best we can since we don't have ATC and we don't know the area, and we're purely VFR, but we'll see what we can do here. Oh, weather's updating. There we go. Don't stall. Alright, gear's already down because it's fixed. Landing lights are on. It's just getting our flap management and speed management. I would rather this time, because we can stop on a dime. We do have reversers. I would rather come in hot and hover over the runway to bleed off speed and land, since we have the time and space to do it. If we were landing on a postage stamp, we wouldn't have that luxury, but we have a long runway. Wow, look how nice that looks. So we will take advantage, and we're just going to come in maybe a little hot and then hover and land, because I have this problem where I try to land on the end of the runway, right in the TTZ. And it's not always necessary. I watch a lot of real-life pilots on YouTube, and especially the small GA guys and gals. I actually watch more women than guys. Because gender doesn't matter, when they land their small planes like Cessnas on a long runway, they are at least halfway down the runway when they touch down. They come in, and they get set up over the TTZ, the touchdown zone, but then they just let the airplane land itself. And then they hold back on the nose wheel until the very end. And that's on purpose. Some of the faster GA aircraft, they really do go for that TTZ, but when you have the space, you don't need to. Even in real life, when I was at the airport hotel, which is a hotel at the MSP airport, I was watching airplanes land. Not one landed in the TTZ, not even the big heavies. They all landed. They skipped a quarter of the runway when they landed. So I'm not worried about that now. I lost the runway because of IMC. All right, let's slow this thing down. Props are forward, throttles are back. My head is back in my pillow, resting in my new gamer chair. So if it sounds like I'm farther from the microphone, I apologize. It's just way more comfortable this way. All right, we're way too high. I was too busy sightseeing and talking. So no more sightseeing out the window. If you want to sightsee, review the tape and have a peek. Alrighty. So we're gonna point down and keep our speed up. We don't want to slow down too much yet. First set of flaps, beginning of the arc, second flaps at 80, third flaps just shy of 80, third flaps meaning 30-degree flaps. We're going to aim for 80 just until the threshold, then we'll slow down. We'll try to touch down at 65, which is that red line. We'll see. Wind was 10 degrees, we're landing 80 degrees, so we should have a crosswind from the left. Although it doesn't seem to be too awful at the moment. So we'll do left wing down, right rudder. Left main will touch down first. It'll be a firm touchdown. Do not grease. A crosswind landing. There's the crosswind I was talking about. Holy cow. Oh my word. Let's get some throttles in because we're just blowing to the right and sitting still. First set of flaps, meaning 10 degrees. Get that throttle going. Lots of throttle. In this airplane, you don't necessarily point down for speed. If I were to point down, I keep the same speed for some reason. Look at this. We are so far to the right. Oh my goodness. Do you want to see what this looks like? If we can. So there's our runway. That's our crosswind. Too fast for flaps. I don't know what happened. So you look outside for 1 second and it screws everything up. Come on. Descend. Oh man. I was going to say, I don't think our landing can get worse than the last one, but it might be worse than the last one. Let's just go 30 flap. Actually, because of the wind, I should probably only stay at 20 flap. Let's stay at 20 flap because of the wind, and when we'll land, we'll just land hot. Oh my gosh, come on. This is crazy. This is nuts. Come down, please. Come down, please. Keep that speed up. See, normally if you point down, you increase your speed, right? But we're still slowing down and pointing down. See, look at that. Pointing down, the speed is holding the same. So I have to use my throttles. Pointing down, speed did not speed up. Wow. Okay, I'm trying to get down. Having a really hard time getting down. Oh my gosh, look at this. The model of this airplane, the way it responds to wind. I thought response to wind was all in the sim. You know what I mean? But it must be by model because this is crazy. This is nuts. It has to be based on the model. I guess I don't know. Maybe it's a combination. Keep that speed up though. Let's land hot. Oh my gosh, we might just have to slip this in. This is nuts. Let's slip it in a little bit. There we go. Let's slip it in. But it's going to kill our speed. We got to slip it in more. Slip it in more. Slip, 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 slip. Slip more. Oh my word. Slip it. There we go. Slip. Come on. Come down. We're going to stall again. Slip. There we go. Come on. More slip. More. Jeez. Come on. Come. Are you serious? This wind is like flying a helicopter. Slip, 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 slip. Not that much slip. There we go. Are we down? Now we're down. We're down. Nose wheel down. Reversers. Let's get this thing stopped. Oh, man. That was really hard. I will pat myself on the back for that. Conditioners back, props back. Based on that insane weather, I'm going to pat myself on the back for that landing. That was ridiculous. Look at this. The wind is still taking us all over the place. What is the wind reporting to be? What does it say it is? 11 knots. Oh, man. Maybe that is realistic for this plane, 11 knots. I wouldn't think so. That was crazy. I had the throttles back all the way, pointing down. Wasn't getting any speed. I was losing speed, even though I was pointing down, because you normally pitch down for speed. So I was giving a throttle, but then that was making us ascend, even though I couldn't get the speed up. Holy moly. And then slipping it in. Wow, that was fun, though. That was really fun. Where are we going? I thought we were going... Wait a second. Where are we going? I thought we were going over there. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's what we're going to do. Let's turn this thing around. Come on. Let's go. See, I was aiming over for that building, but that's like the power plant or something for the island. I don't know. Alright, here we go. Conditioners are back. Props are back, like I said. Let's just go over here. Take a deep breath. Holy cow, that was insane. Okay. What are we going to do here? We're just going to hop in here, and we're going to stop the clock, and we're going to turn line lights off. We're going to turn taxi lights on. Where are you? Entrance lighting can come on. People can start gathering their things. I will collect the barf bags at the end once we stop. Let's just go over to the right and get out of the way of that jet that's getting all fueled up and food. The only caveat to that landing is, can you slip this with flaps 20? I know when they land at St. Bart's, they have full flaps and they slip it in. That's how they get over the hill in this aircraft. And we've done that. We've simulated that in a video a long time ago. You can search it on the channel. But normally, if you're not at St. Bart's, do you slip it in with flaps? I bet if you ask 10 pilots, they're all going to say 11 different things. That's what's so interesting about flight, is you would think it's an objective thing where this is the way, based on safety and the way aircraft are built. This is the way, but that's not the case. If you check out pilot forums of real world pilots, and I'm on a few real pilot groups on Facebook, they argue about stuff. I'm like, are you serious? So I bet if I asked in the Twin Otter, can you slip it with 20-degree flaps, I bet there'll be a debate about it. I really do. Because there always seems to be a debate about everything. All right, hopping inside. Let's get this thing shut down. Parking brake is set. Taxi lights can come off. There we go. Props to feather. Let's turn this stuff off while we're up here. Radio's off. Radio's off. This one doesn't turn off in this version. Fuel cut off. POS and collision lights off. Seatbelt light can come off. That can come off. This work? It does. Get the GPU set up. GPU right there. Which means you can use external power now. Come on. I love how it flashes. That is so cool. Generators can come off then. And bleed air can come off. And then last but not least, DC master. All right, let the pilot out. Come back here. Let them out. Yes, I have the thing on my screen because I want to get the front baggage door open. Rear baggage door open. Now we can close that. All right. What does this say? Cruise landing lights off. Oh, I have notes handwritten that I can't read. Okay, anyway, move the mouse out of the way. Let's back up a little bit. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We had one really stupid landing, and then we had one amazing landing given the circumstances. Maybe not amazing, but given the circumstances, it was pretty fun. All right, it's time for me to go to bed in real life and plan more flights. My next flight I have planned is a 727 flight, which I really want to do, but they're so involved. I need to have the time to do it. And the energy to do it, to be honest. Alrighty, that is it for me tonight. And hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you have any ideas for flight ideas, put them in the comments below. And I will do them as quickly as I can. But I'm off to bed. Maybe you are too. I don't know what time of day you're watching this. Whatever it is, hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll catch you next time.